This is going to be an Iaqualink, the Iaqualink upgrade kit unboxing. This is the kit which you require if you're going to upgrade an older Jandy Iaqualink system. Basically, you know, if yours is made from 06 or older, 07 or older, this is what you're going to need to get because they don't support the new CPU style of the newer systems. Inside the box, see, you just have a little cover. Not really much to it. And here, this is your CPU main board and bezel. Let's go ahead and open this. Apologize for the camera. I'm just kind of doing this because I don't really see anything on YouTube about this kit, so I figured I'd put something out there for anybody who wants to see it. This would be your bezel that you replace inside your RS box on the side of your house. This kit also is an added convenience if you have an RS4 or an RS6 system. This will actually take it to an RS8, so you have 4 additional auxiliaries that you're going to be able to enable if you want to add anything in the future, like landscape lighting or anything like that. And the reason I got this is absolutely the cheapest way that you can, if you have an older system and you want to use a variable speed pump. This is basically your only option if you don't want to spend $1,000. This was $480 with free shipping from Pool Supply World. I'll put the link down below. And basically, it's pretty straightforward. You just unplug everything where it was in the old board and plug it right back in the same spot on this board inside your box. And another interesting thing too is if you have a PDA system, Jandy doesn't make an upgrade kit for the PDA. This is for the RS system, even though I do have a PDA. And I did some research on that, and I'm going to confirm this once I get it installed, and I'll update. But it looks like the PDA will retain all functionality with this system. The only thing you won't be able to do is program the pump times, but you still can turn stuff on and off, set spa temperature, pool temperature, lights on and off, stuff like that. But you can't do any really like programming. But you can set temperatures, so the PDA will still work in that regard. Which, you know, I don't know about you, but I don't really mind that because the PDA is just such a slow pile of crap compared to this, which this allows you to access it on your phone, your computer, basically anywhere in the world. And another thing that I've noticed, that I have an older system, and this is the port for the Aquapure, or the salt chlorinator. And my salt system is actually located behind this board. It flips open, and it's actually behind here. So I have an extra step involved with this. I have to remove this bezel on the front here and replace it with my old one. Because this is actually, at first I thought you could just take this off, but it's actually formed into the plastic. So I do have to remove that and replace it with mine. And it's all the same on the front, so everything should line up and just be fine with that. But instructions seem pretty straightforward. It looks like a relatively easy kit to install, and it sure as hell beats paying somebody hundreds of dollars to come out here and do it. There's the back of the board. Here's your RS485 connectors. This is for your variable speed pumps or anything that uses communication. Another thing too is if you do have the PDA system, you can connect up to 2 things to each one of these ports. So for my case, I'm going to plug in the Iaqualink antenna and the PDA J box into this port, and then the variable speed pump will have this port. So you can still retain it even though you have 2, and if you need more, they make a multiplex board you can add on behind this to give you even more control of various things. But my pool is relatively simple, so I don't really need that additional functionality. But if you do, it's definitely an option. And underneath here, just another little separator. And this is the antenna that you will mount on the side of your house. There's the connector that goes into the board, and like I said, you just take out the wires and you line them up. On the J box, your PDA system, you can connect it into this, and it will communicate with the PDA and your phone. But inside the box, you also get, I left everything inside. Apologize for this. This is the USB cable that you're going to have to plug into your computer when you originally set up the Iaqualink antenna, so you can put in your network settings, your passcode, and everything else. You undo these screws, and there's a USB port inside there. You plug this in to this in your computer, and it will power this just by the USB cable. So you shouldn't have a problem. You can set up your settings and then mount it accordingly on the side of your house. Then inside you have basically the builder's package, where they leave all this on the side of the house for the homeowner. This is just a little welcome to brochure outlining the features, but you should already know this if you're reading this deep into the system. You should probably know everything that's in there. Here's the quick start guide. Gives you the instructions you need to set it up, and like I said, it's very straightforward. Just plug everything in where it was before and follow these instructions, and you shouldn't have any problem. It should work just fine. Another thing that's included is the labels, so you can label everything. If this board fits in your application, or this bezel. Mine it doesn't, so mine's already labeled on the side of my house, so I don't have that problem. But if this fits yours, you can relabel everything like it was before, so you shouldn't have a problem identifying anything. But that's about it for the system. It looks very simple to install, very straightforward. So I'm going to go ahead and get it installed and then update once it's up and running and see how it goes.